Hey guys, so today I'm going to show you how to create this Kendall Jenner inspired makeup look. It's from the Victoria Beckham and Estee Lauder collection, so if you'd like to see how to create this look, then keep watching. First of all, I'm applying the Urban Decay Original Primer Potion, which is just a clear shade, no colour to it whatsoever, and that will just help the eyeshadow stop creasing. I'm using this black eyeshadow from the Victoria Beckham Estee Lauder collection, and it's in the shade Black Myrrh, and I'm just applying it to the outer corner of the eye in a triangular shape with a fluffy brush. Then from the outer corner that we've created, I'm slowly buffing in the same eyeshadow into the middle of the eyelid to just give it a softer effect with the same fluffy brush. Using a flat brush, I continued adding more eyeshadow to the lid, but as I was getting towards the inner corner of the eye, I used less product so that it's not as intense. I then used a clean fluffy brush to just blend out the harsh edges on the outer corner as well as above the crease. Next, I used this Victoria Beckham eye foil in the shade Burnt Anise, and it's such a beautiful product. It literally makes you look like you're wearing liquid metal on your eyelids. So I love this product. And I used a flatter brush to apply this to mainly the middle of the eyelid on top of the eyeshadow that we already applied earlier. I then applied some of that eye foil to the lower lash line, starting from the outer corner of the eye, going in towards the inner corner of the eye, but not quite the inner corner of the eye. Then with the fluffy brush that I used earlier to apply the black eyeshadow, I'm just buffing out that lower lash line to make it a bit more softer. To clean up any fallout, I used a wet wipe under the eye and around the outer corner of the eye. To give a softer, smokier effect, I went in with a fluffier brush and applied a little bit more of that Black Myrrh eyeshadow. The Kendall Jenner look has a bit of a iridescent kind of gold colour on the inner corner of the eye, and I'm assuming that that's the blonde gold eye foil from the Victoria Beckham collection. So because I didn't have that, I decided to use LA Splash glitter glue and MAC Reflex pigment, which is similar to the colour that's on Kendall Jenner's eye. This MAC pigment is actually my favourite to use in a lot of makeup looks, either on myself and on clients, and it's because it's multi-dimensional and super fine and so sparkly. To neaten up the brows, I'm using the Benefit Gimme Brow in shade 3, and I'm using this because Kendall Jenner doesn't look like she's got a lot going on with her brows, so this looked like it would just neaten the brows without giving too much definition. Moving on to the face, I used this amazing primer slash moisturizer from the Victoria Beckham collection. And it's basically an illuminating type of moisturizer that helps give you a glow underneath your makeup. My model said that she's got a bit of dry skin, so this moisturizing primer is actually really amazing for dry skin. As you can imagine, it gives you a nice glow and it also is really moisturizing. For the base, I'm using the Estee Edit Skin Glowing Balm and Estee Lauder Double Wear Foundation. I'm applying the Skin Glowing Balm to the inner parts of the face as it's the lightest shade of the two, and then I'm going to apply the Double Wear, which is a darker shade, to the outer parts of the face, as you can see here. I then buffed it with the Real Techniques buffing brush, as it's quite a thick foundation and we don't want it to look too heavy. And I also used a damp beauty blender to help make it look more natural and also dewy. To conceal under the eyes, I used the Estee Lauder High Cover Double Wear Concealer and I applied it using a flat foundation brush. And I used this mainly under the eyes, along the bridge of the nose and highlighting areas, and yeah, of course it looked a bit raccoonish at this point, but I blended it out with the Beauty Blender. Then I used a clean, fluffy concealer brush to just clean up around the eyes to make sure there's no harsh lines. I then set the makeup with the Laura Mercier Translucent Loose Setting Powder in these areas, and then I went in with the Estee Lauder Little Black Primer Mascara. And I just worked that into the lashes as much as I could, as Kendall Jenner doesn't really have any false lashes on for this look, so I just applied that to the top and bottom lashes. To add some warmth back to the face, I used the Victoria Beckham Java Sun Bronzer and applied that with the NARS Ita Dupe brush, and just used it in the hollows of the cheeks, but also taking that upwards ever so slightly. As this isn't a matte look, I dusted off the loose setting powder and went over the areas with a damp beauty blender and some setting spray just to add the dewiness back into the skin. For the lips, I used the Victoria Beckham Brazilian Nude Lipstick, which is a beautiful universal kind of nude that I think would suit a lot of different skin tones as well as lip colours. To then pull this look together, I use the MAC Mineralized Skin Finish Natural in the shade Medium Plus to just help make everything look a little bit more seamless. I then added a slight highlight with the MAC Extra Dimension Skin Finish in Definitely Defined and finished off the look. So this is the final look, and it's obviously quite a dramatic one with the smoky eyes and the eye foil, but it's something that I really enjoyed recreating, especially as I was sent these beautiful products, so I hope you enjoyed watching it. Don't forget to subscribe, and of course check out my blog for a full list of all the products used today.